So what I'd like you to do is come to your mat for me, or some space, wherever you've got available, feet underneath the hips, and we're just going to start lifting and lowering the leg, bringing that knee towards your chest. And it doesn't have to be high, remember it can be a bit lower. Let those arms relax. And then start doing opposite arm, opposite leg. Perfect. Bring the arms in front, face the palms towards me and give me a little push. We're sending the abdominals back, getting a nice C curve. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let those legs go nice and wide. A little turn out, down and lift. We're sticking the bottom out behind us. Hold it down, little pulse. Knees tracking over first and second toe. Chest proud. Hold. Lift one heel lower than the other. Perfect. Really feeling it into those legs. Keep the left heel lifted, little pulse. Switch sides, right heel lifts. Keep that lift. Lower both. We're going to come down to our mat. Feel free to be in a modified plank and just bring the knees in. Or if you want full plank, starting slow. And then if you want to, take it a little bit quicker into your mountain climber. Keep that going. Hold here, tap one foot out then the other, or just tap a knee. And release. Push down, rest position. Perfect. You can take your mat out of the way. And we're going to grab our weights. Feet are going to be underneath the hips, elbows into the sides, slight bend in the knee. And just give me a full bicep curl. Now, just like when we set up at the start of Pilates class, I want you to think about taking your weight a little bit further than you would usually over your first and second toe. So it's just like we're getting ready for our roll down. Start to take the arms to the side slightly. Perfect. Hold it halfway, out, in, out, in. And if you want to, a little bit quicker. bring the arms to the front. We're still bringing the palms out in front of us. Hold both out, lift. So my shoulders are still in position, weight still slightly forward. Start to take the arms out to the outside, a little bend in the elbows. Hold. We're going to take the palms over, under. As slow as you need it to be. Keep this going and start to come into your wide second. Sinking down, holding the arms up, bicep curl in, out. Notice my elbows never fully lock out. Hold them in, palms face me, little lift. Hold, forward, lift, forward, lift. Say hello to your shoulders. Can we sink an inch lower? Keep the palms facing forward, bring the hands together. We're going to just lean to one side, back to middle, other side, back to middle. I'm aiming my elbow just in front of my thigh. Shoulders are down. We're going to hold over to the left. Take the right arm over, little pulse. If you want to, turn the palm up on the bottom arm. Two-way little pulse here. Switching sides, same thing. Coming back to the middle for me. Toes face forward, heel toe in a little bit. I'll come to the side. Hinge forward, back straight, row the arms back. Perfect. We're going to do a little bit of a combination here. Row in, extend the arms behind and back forward. If you'd like to go with the beat of the music, feel free, but you can also go slower. Hold the arms back, palms up, lift. Hold, little circle, circle, circle. Other way. Palms face each other, a little clapping. Four, three, two, one. Release. Get rid of those weights. If you want to, you can come and grab a drink. And then we're ready to carry on. Okie dokie. So we're going to come and do a little work at the bar for our thighs. And then we're going to change up, come to our abdominal section. So come and grab your bar, whatever that will be. Mine's going to be a chair. Okay, so we've got that there. I'm going to face you, and you can face me as well. Bar is going to just be on one side. It doesn't matter for this sequence which. And then what I'd like you to do is just turn slightly on the diagonal, and you'll understand why in a second. So we're going to have our feet same width as the cheekbones, and we're just going to start with our little plie down, just lengthening out the calf muscles a bit. Now please make sure that we have the tailbone tucked under. We're not sticking the bottom out here. Hold a bend in the knee, lift and lower the heels. And I've only got a light grip on my chair. Hold the heels high, little pulse. Now at any point, if it's too much for the heels to be lifted, place them back down, just make it a smaller range of movement. It's not a problem. We're going to do a combination of the two. Heels down, knee bend, lift, bend. Perfect. Hold those heels high again. Sink an inch lower. Knees are going to tap in and out slightly. Say hello to the inner thighs. Hold in that lovely straight position. We're going to bend the knees a bit further forward and lean back slightly, so just from a side perspective. Now I've got my tummy muscles working. I'm not bending my back. It's just shifting my weight back slightly to get into the thighs. If this is not comfortable, just do a normal plie for me, it's no problem. We're now going to do one of each. We're going to go ski, normal, ski, normal. So that shift of the weight back and forth is really using the abdominals. And you take this as slow as you need. Or you can speed up a little bit. Say hello to the legs, I'm shaking. And release. Whew. Stretch out those legs a little bit. Okie dokie. Where am I? Oh, I know which song we're on. I forget. Okie doke. From here, what we're going to do is just take away that chair for a second. Come and get your mat out. And we're going to come and do some of our abdominal series now. Okie dokie. Coming down for me onto your mat. Come into your neutral position, so a slight gap underneath that spine if you can. From there, hug left leg in. Right leg can be the ceiling or 45. Option for head and chest to lift. We're going to inhale, exhale. Tailbone is heavy on the mat. Perfect. We're going to change this to our scissors, so lengthen a leg, pull, pull, switch and pull. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Now let's go singles, pull, pull. Inhale and exhale. You're really bringing the tummy muscles in towards the spine. We're breathing into the ribs. Both legs high. Interlink the fingers behind the back of the head. Bend the knees into tabletop. Start a slow crisscross for me. So over to left, right leg extends, back to middle. Inhale, exhale. And then if you want to, you can quicken this up slightly. Notice how my knee stays over my hip. Five, four, three, two, one. Release down, just give those knees a bit of a wiggle side to side. Perfect. From here, we're just going to come to a little bit of our back support. So hands facing forwards, side is fine. Please don't let them face back. Shoulders are in position, and we're just going to start doing a little bit of a tricep dip first. Option here to lift the bum if you want to. If you've got your bottom on the floor, carry on with this tricep dip. If you've got your bottom lifted, I want you to try and lift it higher. Down, tricep. Lift, down, tricep dip. Inhale, exhale. Holding halfway, little pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Hoofty, perfect. Get that mat taken out of the way for me. We're going to grab our bar for some of our leg work. Okay. So we're going to start facing our bar to be in. Feet are underneath hips. And then what I'd like you to do is bring your heels together, toes apart. So sometimes some people prefer just to move the heels in. Other people prefer to have their legs directly together and then move one foot out, then the other, so you're in that lovely turned out position. So we're looking about a slice of pizza, nothing more than that. And from there, we're just doing that plie again that we did earlier. Just getting a little bit of length into those calf muscles. Now holding that plie position, take this back leg behind. So my toe is in line with that front heel. I've still got that turned out position. So from the front, I've got that nice diamond shape. And then from here, we lower and lift. So my weight's coming straight down. I'm not leaning forward. Perfect. Hold, little pulse. Now if you want to take the hands off to test your balance, feel free. Hands on hips or in front is fine. Equal weight between front and back leg. Hold at your lowest point. Hands are going to come back on the bar. See if you can lift and lower the front heel. It will be coming out to the side slightly, that's fine. Hold the heel high, little pulse, down, down, down. Remember you can lower this heel if you need to. Lower it down and come back up for me. Straighten both of the feet towards your bar. Take your left leg behind And we're now pivoting forward slightly. We're going to lift and lower the back leg. And we're only taking the leg as high as we can without coming into the back. So you want to feel this into your bottom. Hold up, little pulse. Slight bend in that standing leg. Hold, flex the foot, bring it in, take it out. And you can point and flex it if you want, or just keep a flexed foot, it's not a problem. Hold in, little pulse back, back, back. Try and keep the foot as close to the bottom as you can. Chest is high, I'm looking forward. If you want to challenge, just hover the hands off that bar. Hold here, hands back, lengthen the leg. We're going to bring the knee in, round into that kind of angry cat position, and take it back out. In, out. If you want to, as the leg comes in, you can lift onto that releve, heel down, take the leg back out. Hold the leg in, little lift. Lift, lift. Lower the heel, take the foot back and then turn to face me. Now you may need to take this standing leg and move the toe more to an 11 o'clock position, that's fine. But if we can, we lift and lower here. My knee is in line with my hip, which is in line with my head. Forearm is on the bar. If you can, you lengthen the leg. It's like our side leg series. Stood up. Hold, little circle. We're lifting out of this thigh. Out of the hip. Circle the other way. Slight bend in the knee. Hold, flex the foot. Forward, forward, back, back. As I come forward, I'm going to twist to look forward. Making sure that standing leg, the knees tracking over first and second toe. Hold it to the side, little lift. Doesn't have to be high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that leg, bring it over, a little figure 4 stretch. And to the other side. So that standing series there, forward and back, just what we do in our leg series. Just checking what song I'm on. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to come to the other side, do the other leg. I'm going to push that out of the way. Make sure I'm not going to hit anything. I've just about got room, that's okay. So we're going to have feet together, take them out into that slight V. And again, just that little plie down, just lengthening out the calf, that's really important here. And we're just going to quickly roll through the feet. We go down, lift the heels, straighten, lower the heels. Down, roll, lift. Again, tailbone is tucked under. Holding there, taking that right leg behind. Check, is the toe in line with the heel? Am I still turned out? If the answer is yes, we start with our little curtsy lunge. Hip bones are facing forward. Hold, little pulse. You can take the hands off if you want, test the balance. Hands back on, hold, lift and lower the heel if we can. Lift, lower. Hold the heel high, little pulse. Lower the heel, join the heels back together for a second. Maybe just a couple of pliés just to lengthen the leg, and then we're going to turn the feet to face the bar. We're going to come about a forearm distance away, take the right leg behind, and we lift and lower. I'm leaning forward slightly, I'm not lifting the leg so high I'm going into my back. Quick check of that knee, is it still soft? Hold at the top, little pulse. Perfect. I'm still lifting out of this standing leg, I haven't sunk down completely. Flex the foot, bring it in, point, take it out. If you want to keep the foot flexed, it's fine. Hold it in, little pulse. And again, if you want to test your balance, take the hands off the bar for a second. Hands back on, lengthen the leg. Bring the knee in for our standing cat. Take it back out straight. In, take it back out. If you want to, as the knee comes in, we can releve up and then back out. Hold it in, lift that leg. I'm looking at my knees. Lift, lift, lift. Lower the heel, take the leg back behind. We're then going to open to face me again. Remember, this foot can come and face the diagonal. Little lift. Woo, knee in line with hip. Lengthen the leg, little lift. Hand can be on. Hold, little circle. Circle the other way. Hold, flex the foot. Forward, forward, back, back. Now as you come forward, it's natural for the body to slightly rotate over that leg. But as you take it back, you make sure this knee is staying over these toes. Hold the front, lift, lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, release that out. Let's take a quick figure 4 stretch. And then the other leg. Perfect, okay. So we're going to come into a little bit more of an arm section. And then we're going to come for our finisher, which I think is perfect. I love it. I've got it all ready. So just take your bar to one side for a second. We're going to come and grab our mat for a bit more of our thigh section, but coming into the arms as well. So you're going to need your weights. So you're going to have about 1 to 2 fist distance between your knees. And when I say come bring your bottom down, you're just hovering it off the heels and pivoting forward, and then we come back up. Okay, I'm going to come at an angle so you can see. Elbows are tucked in, and we're going to do a little bicep curl as we do this. Hold it halfway, including the arms, and as you pull down, the arms are going to lift. Halfway and up, the bottom's hovering off the heels. Keep it going. Bring the hands to the shoulders, palm facing forward. We're going to lift, push the arms up, bring it down. You've got it. Thighs are on fire and bum. We're going to hold it halfway. Arms are just going to push up. Hold the bum, take the arms in front, row the arms back. I'm just hovering off my heels. If you need to come up more, pivot forward, do it from here. And if you want, quicken it up, and as the arms row back, we sink an inch, lift an inch. Drop those weights, come and dive forward into your modified press-up position. We're going to come down and lift. If you want to do a full press-up, be a superstar, that's fine. Hold it halfway, little pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release up and over. Perfect. Okie dokie. Our finisher today is a little bit of arms, a little bit of legs, and we're going to push some cardio in there as well. So, a bit of Alexander Burke to see us through. Take that mat away, grab your weights. We're going to come into our wide second position. Arms are just going to be at this 45-degree angle, taken to the sides. And we're going to do a little pulse. We've got it. If you want, we can bring that bicep curl back in. Hold, lift onto the left ball of the foot, wrap the leg back. Wrap, wrap. So it's like I've got my hand behind your thigh and you're pushing into my hand. And if you want, you can do a little wrap back with the arms, getting into the rotator cuff. Lower the heels, back to the pulse. Turn the palms to face each other. And we're going to do our hammer curl. You've got it. Low weight, high reps. If you need to shake it out, come back. Hold, lift the right ball of the foot. Whew, wrap the leg. And if you want, a little rotator cuff with palms facing each other. Lower the heel, hands come to the shoulders. We take a plie into a lunge. Plie. Other side. Slower as fast as you want. I'm going to go slower just for this first bit, because then our cardio comes in. Hold it to the left, pivot forward, arms come out. Start to row them back. Keeping low in this leg, bring the knee in. For 10, go faster. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the second. Over to the other side, same thing. You can go slower, a little bit quicker. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. We did it. Legs should definitely be feeling it. We're going to come to our stretch. Super important bit of class. So I say this a lot in my Pilates classes. Flexibility doesn't come by just doing static stretches. A lot of it is from mobility exercises. So like our lift and lower. When you're doing a static stretch, you're actually desensitizing the muscle fiber. So if it was actually stretching the leg, your leg would be hanging out of the socket. All we're doing is saying to the brain, it is safe for our leg to be in this position. There's going to come a bit of this where you get to that point and you feel like you can't go any further. That's your stretch reflex. That's your brain saying, I can't go any further. And that's what we need to listen to in this next bit of class. We're just calming the heart rate down at the minute. Okay, so that stretch reflex is something that the mind puts in place, the autonomic nervous system puts in place to protect you. So by doing Pilates Barre in general movement, you're going to increase that flexibility. We need a little bit of static stretch at the end to cool the muscles down and also try and, I say train loosely, let the brain know that we are safe in some of these positions. So come onto your hands and knees, heart rate should have calmed down. And we're going to come and do some cat and cow. Exhale, round the spine, head comes under, bottom comes under. Inhale, belly down, head and bottom lifts. And again, exhale, we round. Inhale, belly down, head and bottom lifts. We're just going to come onto the knees. We're going to bring the left leg forward 60% of the way, only 60%. A lot of people come here, but then they're in their back, and you're really cheating yourself out of the stretch. 60% of the way, turn the tailbone under. You should feel a stretch in that back quad. If you don't, feel free to grab the foot with the same hand. Just hold here. Release the foot. Now pivot forward so that your obliques, the side of your tummy, is resting on that thigh, and then you can bring the hands down. That's going to protect your back. If that's too low for you, feel free just to put the forearm on the leg. It's not a problem. Just taking some deep breaths in and out. Turn the toes underneath if you can. Lift the knee high and just hold. We're just getting a little bit more into the hip flexor, iliopsoas. Lower the knee, take this left hand halfway back, and then you can reach the right arm up and over to the front corner of the mat. And this is just going to help you stretch out the QL a little bit. We're going to be into our TFL a little bit as well. Come back to the front. We're going to take our bottom back so it's directly over the back knee, no further. Lengthen the left leg away. From here, give a little bit of a pull back on that left leg so that our hips are facing forward. Remember, we have like a little second cavity in our hip socket here that leg naturally pulls back into. From here, pivot from your hips down. Don't round the spine straight away. You'll be cheating yourself out of a stretch. If you're happy here, using your abdominals, you can then start to bring the head towards the knee. Now I know that some of my clients can already do the splits, but if you're working towards them and you've tried it before, by all means try now. If you've never done them before, please don't start until we're back in the studio again. Keeping the pull on this leg, lengthen the leg away. Let's see if I can get down today. I'm a bit stiff from yesterday's class. There we go. And if you need to, I haven't got my blocks with me, they're over there, but you can actually hold on to some blocks. And release. We're going to do the same for the other leg, losing a sock. Right leg forward, 60% of the way, pulling back on this right leg slightly. Hopefully feeling the stretch as we tuck the tailbone under. If not, hug the foot in and hold. Release. We're pivoting forward, oblique side of the tummy resting on the leg or the forearm. Hold in here. Toes turn under if you want to lift a little bit higher, getting into that hip flexor. Knee down, take the bottom back. Remember, we're pulling back on that leg slightly so it slots back into that little second cavity. Pivoting if you want to from the hips to come down to get that lovely stretch down the back of the leg. Rounding if you want to, it's not a necessity. Comfortable here, working towards those splits, we can take the leg forward. Perfect. From there, just come onto your back for me for a second. We're just going to have our neutral spine. Hug the left leg into the chest. Just give it a little bit of pull. It's like our single leg stretch. Feel free to come to the side slightly, over the center of the body. Do a little semicircle. And then bring the knee directly over the hip, foot in line with knee. We're coming up and over that pretend beach ball as we twist the lower spine. Left arm comes out as the right hand comes on the leg. Notice that I haven't dropped this leg down. A lot of people do that. They take this knee into the center and then you get this weird sensation in the hip. This is a lower back stretch, it's not a leg stretch. Back to the middle. Perfect, switching sides. Hoping I'm still on camera because I've had to come away from the wall slightly. So hugging it in, maybe coming to the side, a little bit to the center. Back so it's over the knee, up and over to the left. Arm out. Brilliant, coming back to center, pushing yourself up, coming back onto hands and knees. We're going to finish with our elephant stretch. Some people notice down dog. If you're not comfortable with that inversion, just do some cat and cow and come and stand up when we're ready. That's not a problem. We're going to have hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take one foot back, then the other. We're going to pike the hips high, tailbone up. round the spine over. We're looking for that lovely straight back. So if you need a real big bend in the knees, take it. Also think about slotting the shoulders back into place, pedaling through the feet if you want. If you know you can push the heels down, feel free. Now remember that is genetic. It's the length of your Achilles tendon that will dictate that. Option here to lift your left leg high, hips facing forward. Maybe you want to turn the hips towards the left and bend the knee into a little bit of attitude just to get into the hip. Leg down at the side, lift. Maybe bending over slightly into attitude to get that nice hip stretch. Feet down, slowly walk the hands in, rolling all the way up. Last thing, feet in our parallel position. Roll the shoulders back. Come into a bit of a roll down, one bone at a time. Inhale, exhale, rolling all the way up. And you guys are done.